If you guys are new here, what's the deal? And if you guys are old, what that should do, all right? Keep in mind that these messages are general. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me on the next one, and hopefully it sticks, okay? So, collective, I've done had this reading in the vault for a couple of days now, and I was like, you know what? Today is the day to do this reading. Um, Now, for whoever this message is pertaining to, you left at the right time. Okay, I was getting so many downloads before I clicked live, and this can go in the sense of like you left the friendship at the right time, you left that relationship at the right time. Hey, taint it. You left that establishment at the first time, at the right time. Whatever it was, collective, is like you had great timing. Okay, you had great timing. You left. This is your confirmation to let you know that you left when you were supposed to. You know, like this gives like, you know how you get into an argument with somebody or something, and you like, you know what, I'm finna leave, like, I'm finna go, because you know how you are. But then later on you get to thinking like, man, I should have said this, I should have said that, and it's like, no, you shouldn't have. No, you shouldn't have, because whatever the dynamics was, it could have got ugly. Okay, so just know, collective, that you left at the right time. All right. Now let's get into the song downloads that I had got for y'all. And it's quite a few. It's about 3 song downloads. So the first one I got was Neo, right? Hey, Slay. And I think they played this song at my job or something. And I think that's how I ended up getting these downloads. And I was like, damn, okay. Somebody thinking about you, collective. Like, you want somebody membrane? I'm here, insane in the membrane. Like, you got somebody feeling like they going a little crazy because maybe you crossing their mind more than often, okay? I don't know if it's an anniversary date coming up, or maybe it's a place that y'all used to go to, and or you seen somebody that look like them. I don't know. It's just like you have just been across somebody's mind very heavily. All right. So y'all know in that Neo song, Do You, he goes, maybe this decision was a mistake. You probably don't care what I have to say, but it's been heavy on my mind for months now. Guess I'm trying to clear some mental space. So like I said, like, you definitely, this could be months, this could be weeks, what have you, okay? He said, I would love to talk to you in person, but I understand why that can't be. I'll leave you alone for good, I promise, if you answer this one question for me. He says, I just wonder, do you ever think of me anymore? Do you? So, like, this could be a past ex, this could be a past situationship, whatever it is, okay? Somebody just wonders, like, as much as I be thinking about you, like, do you be thinking about me? Okay? Now, granted, I do get 2 energies here. Um, in the love department, this can be an old love. I feel like this is an old lover situationship, whatever it was. And this is a new somebody that you can like just be getting to know. Okay. Like with this new lover, I feel like you've given a pretty big impact on them. Okay. Um and I don't know why I'm hearing like wisdom too. Speaking of impact, I don't know. That could be so far left, but if it's your confirmation, it's your confirmation. Somebody's wisdom tooth could be impacted. I don't know. But anywho, like you made a big impact on someone, right? And they're like, damn, like this is new. I ain't never met somebody where they on my mind like this, and like what is that about? You know what I'm saying? So that could be something for y'all. But it's crazy because in the second verse he goes, first off, let me say congratulations. Heard that you just had a baby girl, and if she look anything like her mother, she's the prettiest thing in the world. Swear that I'm not trying to start no trouble. Tell your fiance he can relax. I'll leave you alone for good, I promise. There's a question I just gotta ask. So some of y'all can be like, some of y'all could have been newly engaged, or whoever this new lover is may want to put a ring on it. You know, it's like you are in a whole nother situation, but you got somebody like, and I picked up on this energy as far as like a past person being that one motherfucker that want to object. Like you at the pupil, okay? With your man, your man, okay? Because I'm here, Beyonce. I'm off to see my husband, my husband. But it's like this person wait till you are damn near, the ring is damn near sliding on that finger. And they like, wait, I object. Like it's that type of energy, okay? Some of you guys could have just given birth to a baby girl, or you could be expecting a baby girl. That can be confirmation, okay? But I don't know. I don't know why now this person is wondering, like, are you thinking about me? Okay. Now, when I dive deeper, as far as, because this song was back in 2007, so that year could have been significant for you guys. I graduated, what, middle school in '07. So maybe you know this person since middle school, I don't know, or school days, high school, elementary, whatever, what have you, okay? But it says it's lingering thoughts. The song is centered about lingering thoughts that an ex-partner who has moved on and started a new family questioning if she ever thinks of him, okay? Um, but the other song too was Brian McKnight, Anytime, okay? Somebody's name could be Brian, somebody's name could be McKnight, or they can have like a mix something type of last name. That can be significant. Uh, and y'all know how that Brian McKnight song goes. Like, do I ever cross your mind? Anytime. Do you ever wake up reaching out for me? It's like, collective. I feel like somebody be dreaming about you. Somebody be dreaming about you. Okay? The second verse, he's like, still have your pictures in the frame. Hear your footsteps down the hall. I swear I hear your voice driving me insane. How I wish that you would call to say. Okay, so somebody still got pictures of you up. That can be a thing here too. Like maybe it's hard for somebody to take the picture down, or like somebody still got your number in their phone. And that is very much so a thing. Like I still have my best friend Z and Megan's number still in my phone. I can't bring myself to delete it, you know? And even if it isn't someone that has physically passed away, it's like the fact that you are no longer in this person's life, it feels like a death. Okay? It's like you done fell off the edge of the world, all right? Being that you and whoever this person is not in contact, all right? So also when I had got into that Brian McKnight song, and again, this could be a lover, this could be a friend, this could be a family member, whatever have you, right? It made me think of Janet Jackson, Anytime, Any Place. All right, and I feel like that's more so geared around the new lover here. Okay, now whoever this new lover is in your life collective, they are definitely somebody who likes PDA. Okay, they don't care who's looking, they don't care who's watching. You know what I'm saying? They gonna grab your ass, they gonna kiss you on your neck, they gonna kiss you. Like they don't care. They want people to know, like, yo, this is me right here. Okay? And you ain't even gonna have a question. Like, you know those videos where it's a dude with locks. Somebody can have locks here. But it's those videos that be going around where the dude with locks like would approach a woman, and clearly she's there with another man, and the girl would like, I just recently seen one. He approached this girl. They was in Miami. Somebody could be from Miami, Florida or so. And she was standing there with her mans, right? Dude walks up, grabs her hand, and she takes her hand away from him and looks at her dude like, You're not gonna say nothing, like, you know. And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Is this your boyfriend?" He was like, "No, not anymore." And I'm like, "Damn." Listen, whoever your person is, the way that they gonna be, because I feel like this is a very like touchy feely type of person. Okay, it's gonna be very evident as far as like, this is my man, this is my woman. So it's like they not even gonna give room for no motherfucker to try and come up on you and try and grab your hand. Cause what you doing? What you doing? Okay. Don't get to hitting them corners a little bit too hard and you make motherfuckers spill their drink. Okay. They don't play that when it comes to you, collective. All right. So yeah. And they're very unapologetic when it comes to it, because it's like, as much as I'm making it be known, how could you not have missed it? All right. So we gonna get into the tea, okay? But that's just a little preview as far as the energy that I was picking up on. So let's see what comes out. All right. Happy Wednesday to y'all. It's hump day. Okay. We almost at the end of the week. I hope y'all have a great 4th of July as well. Be safe. All right. Especially handling fireworks. I remember this one dude in elementary. His name was Eric. Somebody's name could be Eric, or for a girl, somebody's name could be Erica. But he came back to school. I think we was on break. Because, nowadays they don't even get 3 months. I'm glad I was during the time where they gave us 3 months break. Because this little 2 months and some change or whatever, I'm like, y'all are getting ripped off. But anywho, it was summer break. And Eric came back to school. And he had nothing but this on down. His whole hand was gone. And everybody was like, what happened? What happened? I guess he was holding a firecracker, didn't let go of it in time, and his whole hand blew off. Like, that was the first time I ever came across seeing anything like that happen to somebody. Or not seeing it, but witnessing somebody without a hand. I was just like, man. Somebody can have a prosthetic. That can be a confirmation as to why I mentioned that. But yeah, let's get into y'all message. Oh my God, Slay, how did you break your two front teeth 2 weeks ago? What was you doing? I do grind my teeth in my sleep. My dentist was like, you're going to have to wear a garter thing or whatever. And it made me think of my grandma, because my grandma used to have one. And I remember when I used to go to my grandma's house and I used to use her bathroom. She had 2 bathrooms, but I used to like to use her bathroom because I used to like her shower. It got real hot. But I remember she used to have her the little clear guards on the sink. And I remember one time I lifted up, she done gnawed through that thing. She done gnawed through that guard. I said, ooh wee. So when my dentist told me I needed to wear, I was just like, oh my God, I feel like I'm my grandma. All right. Let's see. All right. So what's going on with y'all in this current moment? Denial. Somebody can't believe that you just up and left. You just stopped talking to them. Listen, this just showed that you stood 10 toes down on how you felt about whatever the situation was. They're like, yeah, ain't no way. Collector will be back. She be back. No, she won't. No, he won't. Okay, it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So here's the thing, though. It's like when you left, whether it been in that relationship, right? With this speaking on you acknowledging your fear, maybe you was just like, man, what if I don't find somebody that I can fall in love with again, or that actually wants that actually is, my soulmate type of energy. But it's like collective, no matter how long you was in that friendship or in that relationship, it does not, it doesn't overpower how you feel like you are being treated. Okay? If it's unhealthy, it's unhealthy. If it's toxic, it's toxic. If whoever the situation is not trying to show any evidence of change, it's like, what we doing? Okay? And I feel like with what it say, but I replace it with my insight of awareness. I feel like that was you tapping into your self-worth and realizing, like, you know what, I do got a good head on my shoulder. I do got something to offer. Just because it's given like right package, wrong address. Like, just because whoever you were dealing with did not know how to accept love, didn't know how to treat love, didn't know how to grow in love, does not mean that you didn't have it to begin with. And I feel like whoever these people are, this person is, I feel like they got so wrapped up in thinking, oh, because Collective is a loving and a caring person, that they're just going to stick around for my bullshit. And you didn't. And you didn't. So they like, hold on. Since when did Collective grow some balls and start thinking for themselves? You got somebody a little flat. Their flabber is gasted, Collective. Somebody's flabber is gasted when it comes to your ass. They like, what? Since when? Who Collective been talking to? Who Collective been around? Who got collective attention? And it's like, sometimes it's not even just another motherfucker that got your attention. Sometimes it's just really you stepping into your power and knowing, like, I'm not finna accept this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to accept you talking to me like this. I'm not going to accept you treating me like this. That's all it takes. Okay, judgment. Okay. It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And I feel like when it came to that other person, it was kind of like, you know what? It's like fighting, like fire with fire. Somebody here could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Both of you and your person could be a fire sign. Or it's just like a lot of combative energy here. Okay? Judgment makes me think of like the court or the judicial system is given like Libra energy with the scales. All right. And I feel like that's kind of what you narrowed this situation down to, as far as like, does this person balances me out? Do they weigh me down more than they lift me up? You know? And I feel like y'all just got to the point to where even with judgment, it says, I understand that everybody has their own unique path and challenges. It's like, if you're not being if you're not being combative or you're not being challenging to this person, it's like whatever it is that you got going on is something that you are going to have to work on internally yourself. What's the old saying that they say? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all are just really noticing y'all worth, and I love this energy. People are trying to assess, like when you think of like judges, you know, it's like gathering the facts. So when people see that you are standing 10 toes down on how you feel and how you choosing to move when it comes to your path, and they gather and they have a logical person around them, because this could be somebody that could be talking to someone else, right? When they really put the facts together and being like, okay, there's a separation here. It takes two to tango. What was your part in the situation and what was their part in the situation? You know what I'm saying? You know how they always say, like, it's always three sides to the story: your side, their side, and the truth. When somebody here gets to collecting facts to present their case to someone, because I feel like somebody's going to someone and being like, was I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a guilty conscience here of somebody like, no, I need a second opinion. Like, was I wrong for doing this or doing that? And I feel like it's more so on the other person's end, because I feel like you was aware of what was going on, and you took yourself out of the equation. Yeah, bottom of the deck, this definitely has to do with some type of relationship, like I said, and it generalizes it. So it could be love relationship, friendship relationship, family relationship, whatever, work relationship, whatever it is, okay? Because somebody, maybe, with denial here, maybe somebody's intentions could have been different, but the way something could have played out kind of, rose an eyebrow here. But when somebody, like I said, when they get to getting the facts together and trying to figure out, who was right, who was wrong, when it comes to your side, collective, I feel like it's nothing but good things. Yeah, look at that growth. It's nothing but good things that somebody could say about you. It's like, I feel like you've grown to be such a substantial type of person to where it does not have to be centered with chaos and conflict in order to be resolved. But at the same time, I feel like you could have outgrown some of these people, okay? Because it's not like back in grade school where it's like, you took my pencil. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I'm sorry. But it's like, I didn't know it was yours, right? But on the grown level, it's like, you see me writing with it and you intentionally took it, and now you saying that you didn't take it, and now here we are. You know what I'm saying? It's like stupid. It's whatever it was. I feel like it was very petty, like very childish. Very childish. But you want to know, the fact that your character holds so much weight is because it's causing whoever this person is that's in denial to be judged. Because I feel like outside of you and whoever this person or these people are, people know your energy, they know your spirit. So for you to take yourself out of the equation, hey Nicole, hey Unc, for you to take yourself out of the equation, it had to be something. It had to be something for someone to either piss you off or make you be like, yeah, I'm out of here. It had to be something. You just not gonna act like that out your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you even got other people in denial. Like, what? They could be, somebody here could be telling somebody a whole different story as far as what happened. And like I said, your character hold weight, because these are the type of people that's like, what? No, I don't believe that. Denial. I don't see that. I don't see collective being like that. I don't see collective moving like that. These are the type of people that, because they don't want to take accountability of their own actions, they will carefully curate a image of you in order for their bullshit to be believable. And when that happens, that's why it's so important, collective, to be a good person, because people can say whatever it is that they want to say about you. But for the people that, and the dummies that really don't know you on a personal level, of course, is going to believe it. Especially if whoever you at odds with knows them more than they know you. Of course, they're going to believe it. But for the people that, they not going to the people that actually really fucking know you. Because they know They know your character, so they know whatever bullshit they saying, it don't align with who they feel like you actually are as a person, or their experience that they have with you as a person. The experience you have with this person or these people is your experience with them and that person. That experience was not generalized. It's not a generalization of who you are as a person. If they end up doing some fuck shit, then maybe they would. They would be. But to the people that treat you with kindness and respect, they don't get that version of you. So, you got some people evaluating this situation, but I feel like somebody's foot is going to be up in their mouth because, like, somebody has a pattern of doing stupid shit like this. You know what I'm saying? This is like making a sweetheart cry. Or somebody who don't really curse and they're all, whatever, cuss your ass out. It's like, oh, damn, what you do to have them like that? It's like that. That's like the shock here when it comes to you and why you ended up leaving a situation. Totally different energies. What else? Oh, too many. Give me one more. All right, courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, okay? Bottom of the deck, purpose. It's like you got bigger and better things to pay attention to, collective. And I feel like you knew that you were not going to be able to fully pursue your purpose by having these same people around you. So what did Big G do? He presented an opportunity, whether it was an opportunity of chaos and conflict for you to really see the true colors of people, but it was a clear indicator that the door is open to exit stage left. It was a clear indicator. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you see how these people are? Do you see? The door is open. You can leave right now. You can call it quits right now. You ain't got to go back and forth. The door is right there. What they say, no answer is the answer. Because some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all playing to Big G in regards to certain people, and then he show you how these people move, and you like, I need a sign your sign. No. He's showing you right here in your face, based off of this situation that happened, how their heart space is when it comes to you. You don't need to know, because I'm hearing with purpose. I'm hearing two things. What's that shit? He was like, I see you doing that shit on purpose, baby. Like, somebody do this shit on purpose. Or somebody did this on purpose. And the thing is because, like, somebody, again, they wanted to paint this picture of you that they have in their head that they want everybody else to believe. And the shit is not sticking. I'm also hearing when Cardi B was like, what was the reason? Like, somebody really wants you to break character and, like, go off. So, hey, whoever this person is, I'm going to just say this. They're very calculated. Like, they think 10 steps ahead when it comes to certain shit. Because this is somebody that feels like they know you. You know what I'm saying? So they like, okay, if I come at collective like this, I know they're going to get upset. And it's going to make them, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then that can be the supporting reason as to why I could do this and that, because they did this when they've already planned on doing that shit from the jump. Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But with courage here, somebody know that they're wrong. That's why they got to come back in with their tail tucked between their ass, because whoever they could have been talking to heard with judgment here, they heard the supporting details, and it leans more so on their end taking the initiative. Okay. I see the type of person we dealing with today. God damn. This could be that one friend too that always wanted to be like 10 steps ahead of you when it comes to certain shit. Like the type that will never help you or assist you with trying to elevate or anything like that. But just as long as they were ahead of you in some way, shape, or form, that was okay with them. Like, that's why you left that friendship, or that, even if it's a lover, you left it right at the right time. Because with purpose, it says, I know what I'm here to do. And that's the thing when it comes to certain people. Like, some people don't know what they're here on this earth to do. Some people don't know. They don't know what their gift is. They don't know what their passion is. They just don't know. And a lot of knowing what your purpose is or what you're here to do has a lot to do with spending time with yourself. Sitting with yourself. And sometimes that's hard for some people. Because they always in bullshit. That's what fuels their life. Listen, if we lived in a perfect world, we wouldn't know about all of that. But some people's specific job is to be with the bullshit. That's their specific job. Some people don't learn. Some people don't be like, you know what, damn, I do be on that bullshit. But, like, you got to get to a point where you tired of your own shit. You tired of the same shit happening and be like, am I the drama? Indeed I am. Let me fix that shit. But no, some people, I'm telling you, when they refuse to take accountability, they will constantly be pointing the finger at everyone else but themselves. But be wondering why they run into the same bullshit with different people. Same bullshit. Always in some drama. Always finding yourself in a position to talk to people in regards to the people you in drama with. And was I right? Was I wrong? If you got to do all of that, motherfucker, you was wrong. You was wrong. Because in your heart and heart, if you knew that you was right, you wouldn't give a damn about nobody else's opinion. You standing on how you feel. And you going on about your life. You only do that when you know that you fumbled or you lost somebody that really actually cared and loved your ass. When you get to contemplating, what did he say? What did Neo say in that shit? The decision was a bad decision. Yeah, they knew that they made a bad decision. But some people be so far in with the bullshit that be right up their ass to where like they just don't know how to just stop. Pull out before it gets deeper than what it has to be. Like, damn. And with purpose, it's like people end up doing this shit to themselves. All out of jealousy, all out of envy, all out of, how a motherfucker feel about you. Second chance. That was on the bottom of the deck and it came out. They definitely took a gamble here. Because I feel like this person or these people really felt like whoever this is somebody who is definitely jealous or envious of you. I feel like it's more so from a friend aspect. In the love aspect, that this was a past person, this is somebody who could have felt like you were out of their league, but in return tried to make you feel like you were out of their league. Or so they knew that you were too good for them, but this is somebody that would do petty ass shit to have you questioning yourself if you were good enough for them. It didn't work. You like, sorry, boo, I know my worth. If you don't know how to accept my love and my care, then I'm going to take it elsewhere. I've been kicked out of better places. Okay? So now somebody is like, damn, I know that was a mistake. Reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. Okay, some of these people could have been an opportunist. All right, or they could have tried to make you seem like you were an opportunist. But it's like, with or without them, collective, when it comes to your purpose, what's for you is always going to be for you. When it came to you cutting ties with certain people, it's like Big G knew whatever space that you held with them has been fulfilled, and it's time for you to go. Because it's something about your energy when it's cool when people admire you from a distance, but when they get up close and they actually see the energy that you radiate, that heart space can change. And that's all Big G care about. But once he figured out how these people's heart space was when they came to you, he was, oh yeah, no. First time was cool. It ain't gonna be no second, third, fourth time. It's time to go. And you still win with or without these people. So it's like, who is the opportunist here? Big G would never have you get the blessings that he has for you at the hands of somebody that is going to put it in a way of, if it wasn't for me, collective would not be woo 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 woo. Never. I'm trying to tell you, collective, never would he allow somebody with a bad heart to gloat at the fact that they, as if they were responsible. No. For your come up. Also, too, when it comes to that, if it is somebody here, you know what I'm saying, that attaches themselves for people just to use them as a catalyst for yourself, with denial here, I feel like this is Big G reminding you, like, you have gifts of your own, collective. When you come together with people, is because you're operating in your gifts, they operating in their gifts, and it is beneficial for everybody. But with denial here, don't be in denial of what you're really good at. You know, because when we leave this motherfucker and Judgment Day come, it's like, and Big G is like, so did you do any of the things that I knew that you were naturally good at, and that I instilled in you that you were naturally good at and that you love to do? And here you go, nah. Like, what are you able to fulfill while you here, collective? It is gonna take a lot of courage. Some of you are meant to be in bigger spotlights than you may think that you are. And I feel like that's only because you are around people that try and keep you small. I don't know why I'm hearing that one dude that was like, you need to think big, bitch. You think it's small. You need to think big. No, for real. Because listen, I remember it tripped me out. I forgot who sent this shit to me, or maybe I came across it myself. Cause I got so many people be sending each other memes. Goddamn, I don't even know who it be come from. It was one, and it was like this lady. She was on the streets, and she was rapping. Somebody here could be a rapper or in the music industry, that can be significant. But she was rapping, right? And she was good. And I was just like, damn. Like, the way, you never know the route, because what does judgment say? I understand everyone has their own unique path and challenges. You never know what may cause some people to detour and go through what they had to go through. You never know. who really got talent out here. I'm pretty sure 100 people done passed that lady and never knew that she could flow like that. But that's the thing, that's why it's very important to have the right people around you. And for you to have discernment, knowing that you are worth way much more than what is being handed to you. So when it comes to this second chance, of course, I feel like for some of y'all, that could be a message for some of y'all. Some of y'all are already operating your purpose, and even with denial here, you could have had people that just wasn't on board with whatever it is that you do. And that's the thing. We all got different purposes. Just because yours is not the same as your family's or your family's legacy or this or that, don't mean it ain't in you. It's families out here that's like, oh, I want all of you guys to be doctors. And then one could end up wanting to be an artist, a painter. There are really families out here that would not claim that type of family member because they didn't follow the legacy. But it's like, are you really doing what you love to do outside of what you feel like people want you to do? Because denial, it has a lot of energy of people like not believing in you, not believing in your vision and your dream. And that's what makes you different because, Big G gave it to you, not them. Not everybody is going to see it, but if you feel it, it's for you. If it does something to your heart space, it's for you. That's how you know what your purpose is, because it makes your heart feel good. It's beneficial to other people and not just yourself. It's selfless. And with judgment here, I feel like a lot of people have some shit to say in regards to it, but you still did it anyway with courage here. Now with second chance, especially me seeing opportunity, this is where the shit gets funny to me, because it's like these very same people that was up against what you were trying to do in life when it pertained to your purpose are the very same people that want to use you as a stepping tool for an opportunity. But these motherfuckers was not with you shooting in the gym, collective. They wasn't with you shooting in the gym. They wasn't. They couldn't like, they couldn't share, they couldn't even fix their mouth to do word of mouth when it came to the shit that you had going on. I remember learning in esthetician school when I was going to get my license. They were speaking on how word of mouth is the best form of marketing. You know what I'm saying? You ever went somewhere and everything was lit, like the service was good, it had air flowing through that motherfucker, the music was good, the everything. And then you hear another person like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about going with the boo. Yeah, you should go. Because yeah, you could do this, it's nice here. Like, we all do it. Whether it's an establishment, whether it's a person, place, or thing. We all do it. Just like how this person or these people were trying to... It's crazy how people can pick and choose what they want to use word of mouth for. Because that's the same type of people that will speak badly on you to try and make people not want to fuck with you. Whole time is them. That's why you got to get to know people on your own. You got to get to know people on your own, because their experience with said person is not your experience. Because sometimes y'all don't know, some of y'all friends can be haters. Shit. Some of y'all friends be haters. Look at that time. I know what I was hitting on. Something with time here. It says waiting, cycles, moments. Okay. Somebody can try and pop up where you frequent at. Okay. Like if somebody knows like, oh, you always come here, or at this time you always come here, I feel like this is somebody that like wants to run into you. Okay. Also, I'm hearing SOS. Like, I don't know if somebody here is like street savvy, or I don't know if you gang bang. It's something like that to where it's like switch your routine up. I read for a lot of y'all, so I don't know how all of y'all be living. Okay? But if you moving kind of recklessly and you feeling like you can't be touched, I mean, look at Nipsey Hussle as a prime example of the energy I'm picking up on. Okay? Sometimes it's just safe to just stay out of Dodge. It don't mean that you weak. It don't mean, you know what I'm saying? Don't, listen. Especially if you got kids, you got shit to live for, think smart. Think smart, for real. Because trying to prove that you that nigga or you that chick or whatever the case may be, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. All right. But it's so crazy because somebody here is like, Collective should have been back by now. Like how somebody checking their clock. That's why they want a second chance, because they the time away is starting to seep into their ass. They like, damn, all right, usually by the first month, you know what I'm saying, I'm hearing from Collective or whatever. Yeah, it's month 2. It's month 3. Collective, you are so serious, and I love this for you because you really not allowing nobody to play with you, as you should though. You should not allow people to play with you, and you it's like somebody feel like they just knew you down pack, like. But I feel like you've been through this cycle before when it came to this person. Okay, look at you. The reason why you not coming back is because you at peace. And they in pieces. Okay? It says balance, harmony, friendship. Like you making new friends. You finding other prospects when it comes to the dating world. Like you tired of going through that same shit. Because this could have, in the love department with this past person, it could have been real on and off. You know, like real on and off. Like we make up to break up, and you like the last time, like I feel like you just really got to that point to where you was like, okay, look, the last times we got back or we made amends, it was just only a matter of time before that shit went left again. What makes this 10,000th time any better? Like the fuck? And I feel like Big G is constantly showing you, like, yo, we done tried this plenty of times. We done skinned this cat 1,000 times, and it's dead for sure this time. It's dead. Like, it's dead. That's what I'm getting here. It's so crazy because like this reminds me of this dream. And when I really thought about it, as far as what it made me think of, I was just like, oh my God. Like, but anywho, it was somebody I used to deal with, right? In this dream. I remember we were driving or something, and it was like that reconciliation energy. It was just supposed to be a talk. I guess, I don't know. I guess he just wanted to see me or something. So I'm like, all right. And I remember he was in the car, right? And from his perspective, him thinking that I agreed to have this conversation or something like that was like, all right, we had the conversation. Now we can work towards getting back together. Like that was the feeling that I had. And I remember being in the car and I was like, yeah, so just because we have this conversation doesn't mean like we getting back together. And y'all know I gotta show y'all what I'm talking about. This nigga was like, nah. And I remember looking like, damn, you really what? What is wrong with you? My dreams be so unserious. But y'all know that one reel of that black dude. I think he was talking with his son and he just started crying. He was like, nah. That's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, this is a serious moment. Why are my dreams eating like this? Like, what is wrong? It went from it being like a peaceful conversation, but as soon as I made that, like, as soon as I initiated, like, yeah, this doesn't mean that we getting back together, it was like this long drawn out cry. Let me see. I'm so childish for looking this up so y'all can see. But y'all, that shit made me laugh. This is how his reaction was. I'm very proud of. Wait, hold on. Because I know somewhere down my heart. Wait. I still love you. When I tell you, y'all. It was really a pause like that too. And he just said, in my dream, I'm like, that shit had me fucking dying laughing. I'm like, oh my God. But anywho, back to y'all. He said, man. Anywho, listen, collective. It's like once you realized that you wanted to live a life without arguing with a motherfucker, going back and forth, like the drama, the he said, she said, once you realized that you didn't want to deal with people like that, like you started to see how peaceful your life was. Like, these people gonna keep waiting when it comes to you. They're gonna keep waiting because they know that you left for a good reason. These people know why you left. So it's nothing to really play on like, was I right or was I wrong? Yeah, they know that they was wrong. It is peaceful when you got people in your life that you don't have to question. You know they love you, you know they care about you because it's the way and how they show up. It's the not even just in the way in which they tell you, it's the way that they actions speak louder than their words. You know, like, and I feel like you've been more than patient when it came to these people, when it came to time. Like, okay, I'm going to let this slide. All right. I'm not going to trip on it. You let a lot of shit slide when it came to these people. And instead of, you know, racking your brain when it came to like, damn, do they fuck with me? Damn, do they love me? Damn, do they care about me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can count on your finger. exact moments that these people failed to show up for you, failed to, do whatever. But when you don't have to worry about or question anybody's loyalty to you, you really do be at peace. You really do be at peace. Because it's like you and the people that you start to form soul ties with, y'all resonate on a different level. It's like those people to where it's like if you ain't seen them or spoke to them in a long time and you see them, it's like no time has passed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still love, it's still that, whatever. But some people, they will take like the time that you spend for yourself and your life and things like that as if like you don't fuck with them, you don't like them. It get real personal, and it's just like, damn, like if I ain't talked to you in 3 days and you start to think shit like that, like how you really feel about me? What was you basing this shit on? Like, yeah, look at that. Abandoned at the bottom of the deck. Somebody has like abandonment issues. They're used to a crowd. They're used to people like smothering them and like, I don't know. Some of y'all can be like some of y'all can have house plants, like those type of house plants to where you ain't gotta water it every day, but like once a week is good. And I feel like that's relative to how your energy is. Like you don't need, it's kind of like that cat energy. Like it's a pet, it's very independent, but like it's not going to feel like it's the end of the earth if you just go to work and come back home. It's not, you're that type of friend to where it's like, you're there. Who was saying this? I think it was Monica. I think she was talking to Kiki. She was on the Kiki Palmer show. And I can relate because I'm that type of person too. Like sometimes I don't be talking to my friends every single day. A few times out the week, yeah. But it's like if it comes to those times where you really fucking need me, I'm going to, come on. I'm going to be there. Just because I was not able to be on the phone with you for 5 hours, just kikiing and laughing don't mean I don't love you any less. But, it's some people are just very territorial over people. Like I said, and that goes back to some people that just don't know how to vibe with themselves. They don't know how to vibe with themselves. Like I remember when I got out of a relationship and I really started to get into it myself, like I was like, I fucking love it here. Like I'm really dope as fuck. Like I really be having a time with myself. So much to where I have to remember, like I do have other people in my life that I have to tend to. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. You know what I'm saying? My sister gets a call to me like, where you been? How are you? And I'm like, oh shit, my bad. I just been living. I just been living. Don't mean I don't love you. Don't mean I don't think about y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I just be living. I'll be maintaining the shit that I gotta maintain. Okay. Let's see. Clouded judgment. Okay. Illusions, unbalanced, distorted. Yeah. When it comes to these people or this person in particular that you had to get away from, whoever they're talking to, they just don't see whatever it is that they're trying to make them see in regards to you. They don't see it. They know that it's an illusion. It's like, you're trying to make me think this way about this person. And again, like I said, your experience with that person or those people is not their experience. So it's hard for them to see that because They know when it comes to you, somebody had to do some shit in order for you to take yourself out the equation. It does not seem balanced here. Because, yeah, confession. Somebody is definitely speaking up on you, the situation that happened or whatever. And somebody is like, yeah, I don't see that. I don't see what you're trying to make me see. And we're coming clean here because this says unveiling coming clean messages. I feel like somebody, because you know how somebody be like, okay, be honest, like, was I wrong? Or, you know, if they came at that on that type of tip, this is like the other person being like, yeah, you was wrong. Because why else a second chance here? It's like this person or these people needed had the other energy been on their side with how they felt, that would have gave them enough energy to stay where they at. But because the other people are not in agreement with how whatever went down, is making them feel like, dang, I was wrong. I do want to make amends with collective. But that's even tricky too, because if somebody within themselves cannot see, it's like a slippery slope there. Because sometimes some people, do need some people advice, right? Somebody who's not a yes man, who is really going to tell you, like, that all goes into if somebody is telling the truth, though. If they're not fabricating some shit so it can work out in their favor. That's where the slippery slope is at. I can see if somebody was like, okay, this is the part that I played. This is what happened with them. Am I right? Am I wrong? When somebody omits the truth to work out in their favor, it's so easy to convince another person to be on their side when they saying half truth. But, with second chance courage here, I do feel like this is somebody who could have, for some of y'all, this is somebody that did tell the truth in order to get a valid response. Because I don't know, somebody here is just really in denial as far as like so much time has passed and you really not budging. So somebody know that they was wrong as to why you kind of dipped and was like, yeah, I'm cool. All right. Beauty. It says charming, graceful, kind-hearted. And that's the thing, collective. You have not only are you beautiful on the outside, but you're beautiful on the inside too. And for whoever this person or these people were that were envious of you, I feel like that's the reason why they could have played that part as far as trying to have other people look at you a certain type of way. And it's crazy how some people that are jealous because you are attractive, how they would try and make other people feel like you just have the worst spirit ever. Whole time. And listen, your character is going to vindicate you every single time. That's why these people is having clouded judgment, because you know how people associate people that's beautiful, very stuck up, bitchy, bossy, all this shit? No. That's never been you. So to try and now paint this picture that that's you is some bullshit. It's some straight baby back bullshit, collective. And look, bottom of the deck, finality. Like when I tell you you were done with this situation, you were done with it. Sayonara, hasta la vista, baby. See you later, crocodile, all that, okay? It says farewells, leave behind closure. And I feel like the reason why some of these people want to come and have closure is because, like, your story as to why you left them is totally different from whatever story that they got. It's totally different. Totally different. What's that one podcast with the two girls, Winter and I forgot, but it's making me think of a clip that I remember seeing with them. And she was just saying it was basically like not clearing nothing up. Because it's like if you were to tell your side of the story, it would fuck their whole world up as far as however or whatever they said to paint it a certain way. Oh, it'll turn it upside down if you told your truth. I remember when I had ended a friend, and I'm just like, what story in your head? Like, to this day, it's like, you really think that? I remember when I cut ties with a friend. And I was basically telling them, I'm like, you just are not a good friend. Like, and she was like, what? I did this. And it was one thing that she said. I'm like, what? No, the fuck you didn't. But in her head, she thought she did. And I'm just like, if that's what you want to go with. It was something in regards to my car. She was like, I helped you get your car. And I'm like, what? No, the fuck you didn't. I went to the place where I went to go get all my other cars from off the lot. But in that moment, I'm just like, I don't know what you have fabricated in your mind to make you think that. Or what story you telling other people. But I was just like, yeah, no, you didn't. You didn't. But it's so crazy how people, it's like the more people say shit, the more it becomes believable to them. You know, so I feel like that's why Big G say you left at the right time, because birds of a feather flock together. Okay? And you end up losing out on money. You end up losing out on opportunities because you are attached to the wrong people. Because this is definitely not this person or these people's first go around when it came to moving in a shiesty way. All it takes is for one credible person to believe, for someone to believe them in knowing that ain't the right move, that would have you miss out on an opportunity, all because you attached to the wrong person. This is like, to put it in terms, this is like you in a friend group with somebody and you having this job opportunity, right? And somebody who holds the power to give you this job opportunity is friends with someone else. And they're like, oh yeah, that person, they hang with whoop whoop. They would do, yeah, nah, I don't think that's a good look. The person who has the chance of giving you this job opportunity values the opinion because they're a stand-up person of the other energy. And boom, there go your opportunity out the window. All because you associated with the wrong people. Even if it's not happening to you, know who you around. Because it can still affect you. Especially you being somebody who may be beautiful or handsome. Like, you got to be around people that's very secure within themselves, that know that they blessings or your blessings is never going to block theirs. Because, you know, some people, if they in the position to even give you some type of opportunity or something, they may feel like, oh, they'll get there faster because they have pretty privilege or handsome privilege or something like that. And it's like totally disregarding the true talent that you have. And I wouldn't even say disregarding it, because that's like a plus. Not only do you look good, but you talented, you smart. You know, like, you a triple threat out here. Because the people you was hanging around, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they felt in their heart that they didn't look the best, but they had the talent. And then here you come, having the talent, the this, the that, the personality, and it. And it be those same type of people that try and diminish your character. But you're a divine one, collective. Okay? Definitely divine masculine energy coming in. Somebody thinks I'm hearing you're beautiful. Okay? That came right after beauty. You got somebody here that feels like, yeah, they're very attracted to you. Okay? Very attracted to you. What's the deal with this divine masculine? Oh, shit. I don't know why I'm hearing that Fantasia song. BABYMA. This goes out to all my baby mamas. This goes. Somebody want to get you pregnant, collective. They would have put a baby up in there. Okay, when somebody sees you, like, they look at you and be like, damn, our kids would be beautiful. Like, I want my kids to have their eyes. I want them to have, like, they smile, they nose, they. And listen, you would have never came in contact with this divine masculine had it not you leaving that past person. Big G was like, listen, this ain't, I don't know why I'm here, and I gotta watch my back, because I'm not just anybody. Like, this is not just anybody, collective. This is a divine masculine. This is like that emperor energy. 11 people in here, 11 likes. Twin flame energy off the rip. Oh, Lord. Collective. It's like as soon as you left those people, you started, not even just in the sense of like fertility and stuff, you just started to birth a lot of things. Like, listen, when you're around the wrong people, your mindset, your dreams, all of that is clouded. Because you wasting your time on, well, he said this and they said this and I didn't do this and what they say and what they nah. I mean, you really at peace. Your mind flow gets creative. It gets active. You're not sitting here wondering if this motherfucker really like you or fuck with you or not. Because you already know. Whew. But somebody here, you know, somebody here see themselves having a family with you. All right, 9 people in here, 11 likes, 911. This is somebody that you can call for anything. Like, if you need help with something or whatever, like, they come in. They come in more ways than that. Don't unsubscribe. Don't unsubscribe. No, but listen. Yeah, this is somebody you call, they come in. Somebody can work in law enforcement. Somebody can be a cop, or somebody can just be naturally protective. over their family or who it is that they love. Okay, very protective type of person. Look, they come in running. I'm trying to tell you. If anything, okay? Now it says ghosting, disappearing, invisible. It's as soon as you come in with whoever this divine masculine is, whereas that past person wanted you to chase after them, oh, they finna come running. In the past, they was dragging their feet. They like, yeah, Collector will be back. Now that they see that it's like that person, they pushed you into the arms of whoever this divine masculine is. Of course, they're thinking about you. So if you posting with this divine masculine or something, I don't know, because somebody I feel like they're keeping tabs, like definitely keeping tabs. But as soon as they see that Cuban link watch in the photo with the hairy arm, they be like, hell no. They finna come running, like, cause who arm is that? Who hand is that? Yeah. Oh my God. This made me think of a reel that I seen earlier today. I feel like I don't be coming across shit for no reason. But it was this reel of this girl, I think she was out with her sister or something, and she was trying to make it seem like post a picture of like the jacket, but it was her sister jacket. As if it was another dude. And then I remember this one time, this dude that I dated, I don't know, he was just like, he was pissing me off. He like, what you doing? No, he had called, I didn't answer. This is back when I was petty. I didn't answer. He like, where you at? I'm like, I'm out. Car parked up in the driveway, child. Bonnet on, robe on. I'm out. It's you pissing me off. I wouldn't be surprised if his ass drove past to see my car there, but I didn't care. Cause stop playing with me. But we have grown, Collector. We have grown. But that past person, oh yeah, the one that ghosted you, disappeared, wanted to act like you wasn't there. You'd be surprised in knowing like how much they keep tabs on you. Because they definitely gonna be in denial as far as like, what? You moved on? You dealing with somebody else? Like what? Like what did you expect? They sitting here treating you like shit. Like they acting like you ain't here. They don't care about your time. They don't care about how you doing. What did they expect for you to be doing? Sitting on the couch crying and waiting for them to call you? What did they expect? And the cold part is the new person that's in is somebody that really want to take you serious. They could want you to come around their family. Okay? Yeah. They listen, chasing. Somebody could like to watch football. Yeah. Collective. What's up with this running dude? Look, listen. I know what the fuck I be feeling, y'all. It's just so funny that it come out. I feel like my spirit guys be like, yup, like, hold on. Let me show y'all how I be feeling like my spirit guys be. Hold on, wait. Wait, is that it? This how my spirit guys be. Look, y'all. With the yellow bonnet. Wait, hold on. Come on, work with me. Not against me. Wait, hold on. That's my spirit guys. They be like, when I be on here talking to y'all. They be nodding in the greens like, yep. But listen, I told y'all got somebody here, whoever this person is, that first off, they ran away from you because I feel like this is somebody who was not ready for you. Again, you were out of their league, but them playing this card of ghosting you and things like that, they wanted you to question yourself as if, am I good enough for them? You knew you were, and you showed them you were. And now, what does it say? Social network information ways. Even if you block this person or whatever, they still have some way, shape, or form to try to see what you got going on. They still have a way. So Mr. Nonchalant is chalantin when it come to you. They definitely chalantin. Lord. Withdrawn. Okay. It says single, lonely, solitary. Collective. The reason why you left at the right time when it came to that person is because they would have drugged you right back from the place that you healed from being in. Feeling like you weren't enough. Feeling insecure. Feeling unworthy. Sorry, y'all. And it's crazy because you were the one that got away, and then they tapped in to see what you had going on, and now you are connected to someone else. It makes them feel even more lonely. Okay, if you haven't came in contact with this person, they definitely got their eye on you, whoever this new person is, because I'm hearing, who's that lady? Who's that lady? Sexy lady. Like, somebody is like, who are you? Like, I don't know. Good night, Colin. I'll catch you on the next live. What was blocking this past person? I'm just curious. What was blocking this past person? Eye candy. All right. It says beauty fades. Choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. Huh. So this person was, what was blocking this person, because they cared so much more. And I've just seen a reel about this too. I forgot who it was. But anywho, they were so wrapped up on the aesthetic of women or men. You know, they weren't sourcing people because of their character, their mindset, the way that they move. It's like, shit, as long as they look like this, whatever's on that list, as long as they look like this, it's a go for me. And I feel like this person has been shown plenty of times, when you only source people based off of surface level shit and they have nothing behind it, how far are you going to go with that? They have no personality. They just strictly rely on their looks to get them everything they want and need. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well be on the box of the cereal because tricks is for kids, and they definitely was tricking for the wrong fucking reasons. Beauty fades. It's only skin deep. But like I said earlier, collective, when it comes to your beauty, yes, you're beautiful, but you have so much substance underneath that. You actually have a personality. I feel like you're funny, you're smart, you're very intellectual, like, and it's hard to find that in a full package in someone. And I feel like that's exactly what caused this person to run away, because whereas it's so easy to just find somebody who cares more about their aesthetics than having an actual personality, you can you know, with some men or women, vice versa. It's easy to keep them around if you can just wave this. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to keep them around. Because I feel like that person lacks substance within themselves. You get what you attract. If if you dealing with somebody that, yeah, they look good but they don't have no personality, if they know that's how they are, that's all they're going to attract. Look at that. Stand stuck at the bottom of the deck. You keep repeating old patterns. It's time to try something new. Exactly. Exactly. Seeing eye candy come out under spying, it says social network. This is somebody that, like, looks for, like, that Instagram aesthetic, or like, I don't know. This is somebody that will, like, want to brag over someone. The way that they could have bragged with you versus another person is totally different. If they were to brag about you, this is the energy I get here. If they were to brag about you, like, say somebody shows you, somebody could have showed someone your Instagram or something like that. That could, or your Facebook. I don't know. So that could be significant. But, like, this person, the person that is in the past, their friends know them, right? So if they were to brag on you and show them maybe your Instagram, maybe, you are operating in your purpose, right? Not even maybe, you are. For those who are, you are operating in your purpose. You got goals. You post your accomplishments and shit like that. Their friends would know that you are out of their league. They would know. But if this person was to show someone who is just social media aesthetically pleasing, and it doesn't show anything in regards to their personality or whatever, all it is face, ass, titty pics, whatever the hell, right? It would be like a brag. Like, oh, how'd you get that? Yo, okay, cool. But because you have substance, they homies or they homegirls would be looking like, what you got to add to this person? So that's actually a compliment. That's actually a compliment, collective. Because best believe, if they showed their homies you and they got to seeing that you had goals and dreams and shit like that, on top of being pretty and this and that, oh, you think they wouldn't try to holler? You think they wouldn't try? Come on. Being that they know this person and they ain't shit, you really think that they wouldn't try to holler? So when it comes to staying stuck, it's like this person keep running into the same type of people that lack substance, that lacks depth. And then they sit here withdrawing being withdrawn, wondering why they still single. It's like, look at the root of what you're looking for in a person. And our outer shield ain't even a root. Is this somebody that you can call when you need them? No matter the time. When you need to vent, when you're going through something. When you can express yourself. Like, is that the type of person that's capable of actually hearing you out? The type of person they used to dealing with is like trying to have a serious conversation with them and they on their phone. They too busy trying to put their lip liner on their lip gloss because that's what they more so worried about, other than how this motherfucker day was. Like, it's giving like, okay, yeah, that's cute. So, where you finna take me? Lord. They weren't emotionally available for you, but here you are having someone who is, with this divine masculine energy. All right. When it comes to this cloudy judgment, what was blocking that? Indecision. Because whoever was in opposition of you was trying to make it very believable. Okay, you are afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. It's like that Two of Swords energy. I feel like that's more so on the friend aspect, but when it comes to the lover aspect, with this past person that was ghosting and doing all of that type of shit, their indecision was like, what? It's like, do I stay with someone where I feel masculated around them, or do I be with someone because they have so much going for themselves, they are good by themselves, whether I'm with them or not, that makes me feel emasculated. That's what they're scared of. Because I feel like you were the first person where they found like a package deal. Beauty and brains. It's like lights on and somebody is definitely in that motherfucker. Okay? Somebody who is not going to allow this person to walk all over them. You have an opinion. You are not afraid to voice it. Like, you're not here for the illusions. Whew. Thank you, Jamina. Welcome to the Soul Fam. Like, yeah. But when it comes to like maybe the friend or the family aspect here, when it comes to the clouded judgment, based off of the opposing energy trying to make it believable to them, as far as trying to paint you however they're trying to paint you as, it's kind of like it's like being stuck between a rock and a hard place, because it's like, here it is that they have this friend here that has a situation with you, and maybe they cool with you. All y'all can know each other. And it's like, whose side do I take? That's the type of energy here. It's like, whose side do I take? Because it says you are afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. And what people don't understand is when you that neutral friend, somebody going you made the decision for them. They didn't want to make it themselves, so you made it for them. It's like, pick a side. You can't stay in the middle here. Because it's like, here somebody is trying to tear down somebody's character, and here it is, you knowing how they are. You spend more than enough time with them to know how they truly are. So you going to let a motherfucker try and tear down somebody's character that you do know who they are, unless that's how a motherfucker was feeling about you from the jump. Like, let's keep it a being. If it shouldn't be no questions asked if that was really your dog, if that was really your friend, about something that somebody else is fucking saying because of their experience with them. So it's like I said, it's either they was feeling that way and all they needed was another person to feed into how they were feeling to stay on that side, or they had that decision to put their foot down and being like, nah, like that ain't it. You wrong. Either way, they was gonna being in the middle. You was gonna end up, somebody here was gonna end up losing somebody. But because they was too afraid of making the mistake, they ended up losing the most solid person on their team. That shit crazy. All because somebody wanted to feed somebody illusions that wasn't even fucking there. This make me think about some shit, and it's really making me trying to kind of put things into perspective. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. So that's probably why I'm able to read that energy well, because it's relatable. Yeah, change them. Or changing them. It says trying to change someone never works. Accept them as they are or move on. Like I said, that couldn't be even more clear. Somebody allowed someone close to you to form an opinion about you that was their experience. This is like a bully. This is like it's like three people. You know this person. This person, one of the people is hardly there, but it's you and the other person. They keep hitting you, right? Again, it's childish shit. They keep hitting you. You're like, all right, you need to stop hitting me. All right, I'll stop. They keep doing the shit, time after time. And you're like, you know what? Sorry, I thought it said cellular connection. And you like, you know what? I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. So now it's the other person that's hardly around in the middle of the shit. Like, dang, y'all not cool no more. What happened? You ain't gotta explain yourself as to why you no longer friends. But the other person is like, yeah, every time I hit them, they always want to cry and whine and this and that. And it wasn't even that deep. And this and this and this. And it leaves somebody in the middle. And it's like trying to make that third person not fuck with them because they always dramatic. They always tripping. The fact of the matter is, it's like you told the motherfuckers to stop hitting you. They didn't want to listen. They didn't want to respect you. The third person really fuck with you, then they will understand your side of the story. Had it been them, right? But the other energy that kept hitting you is like, yeah, you don't need to be friends with them. Like, they don't know how to take a joke. They don't know how to... It gives that type of shit. Like, somebody allowed the lack of respect that someone had for you to change their opinion about you, which is really weak. That shit is really weak. Like, this is the person who I used in a scenario that was hitting you. This is someone that would want you to be that person to just accept it. You should just know that I'm just playing with you. But it's like, no, I really just don't want you fucking hitting me. Period, point blank. I'm not being over dramatic. I'm not being sensitive. I just don't want you to fucking hit me. But they want you to be like, oh, that's just how they are. No. Like, you stood 10 toes down in the sense of like, well, no, not with me. That's not how it's going to be with me. You get me? Like, whoever these people or this person was, they were used to being around people that enabled them to do fuck shit. And the minute that somebody who does not accept their fuck shit stands against it, they try and make you seem like you tripping. You doing too much. Like, accountability again. Accountability. What's blocking these people's peace? Because, I mean, like I said, you at peace, they in pieces. It says you say you want to love her, but ambivalent. I believe that's how you pronounce it, ambivalent. You say you want to love her, but you're not all in. Take time to figure out what you want. Exactly. Just like this past person, you know, yeah, they in their mind they want love, but it's like, look at your criteria when it comes to how you are seeking it. If it's just on looks, I mean, hey, it's plenty of beautiful people in this world. And then until you get to really know them, have a conversation with them to where you get to really see past that. Because trust me, I've met a lot of fine men. A lot of fine men. And it wasn't until I got to see their mindset and hear them talk about certain shit, and it was like, ugh, never mind. Never fucking mind. I'm cool. You know, you good to look at. You good to, you know, eye candy. You good to be on somebody's arm for a picture, whatever. But long term, you know, having a family, it's out the question. So that's what it says. It says take the time to figure out what you want. If you know, if you want somebody that's just good looking, you can have that. But if you want somebody that's good looking and have some substance, it's going to require for you to come with that same shit. Same with friends. Like, if you want good friends in your life, then you have to be one. You have to be one. If you're not all in the sense of like, you know, not being a yes man type of friend just to keep the friendship, then you're gonna steady have people around you that's not gonna be truthful at the times where it needs to be. Some of y'all could have lost certain friendships because you had different views of them when it came to certain things. That's how they navigate, how they move, how they think. It's like, damn, just because we are not in agreement with something don't mean, depending on what it is, of course. But, you know, and it's time for some people to take accountability as to how they come off. Sometimes that can be difficult. Judgment, yeah, because some people may feel like, oh, you judging me. No. The people that love you is going to really tell you the real. Judgment came out here twice. Because with denial, judgment, courage, this is like somebody telling somebody like, yeah, you was wrong. Or like, no, that's not cool. Or Don't be too quick to count someone out. Be open and give them a fair chance. Yeah. Because it took a lot of guts. Like, this is somebody, again, like, they're so used to people enabling them, being like, yep, you right, you right, you right. Because of how they how they pan the story out. But it was when it's somebody that actually really do know you and they like, yeah, nah. Mm-mm. Okay. I do want to clarify time with the tarot, because what is somebody waiting for? I don't know why this is making me think of a Full House with I forgot her name, but with Uncle Joey. Somebody's name could be Joe or Joey. When he was like, "Come on, knock on my door. I've been waiting for you." Three's Companies too. um, hmm. Whoever this divine masculine is, I feel like they're trying to like shoot out this other past energy, because whoever this person is that want to have this family with you, this could be a very punctual type of person. Okay. Um, like, if you want to be late or whatever, or I don't know, communicate that. If you're not going to be able to make it, communicate that. Or it's something like that. This is somebody who is very punctual. Okay? But very sensual too, because I'm hearing, where you've been lately, waiting for you all day, waiting for you to use the key that opens to my place. My heart starts trembling as I hear your footsteps pace. That's Beyonce, Speechless. You've got me speechless. Okay. You gotta make somebody nervous too. You definitely make somebody nervous. What's this time? What's this time energy? Six of Pentacles. Somebody's gonna be very generous with you, collective, like very giving. Okay. This is a natural giver, but they're not somebody who, okay, compared to the past person, that past person was like a trick. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the girl or the dude that looks good, so in order to keep them around, they're gonna buy them this and buy them that and whatever, right? To keep them around so they can look like they are on the same level as this person. Whole time they probably just both doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker will fall for a bust down, some good makeup, a good little Fashion Nova outfit, and a good Instagram aesthetic. Like, but you get what you attract. You doing the same shit though. It ain't tricking if you got it. But whoever this new divine masculine is, it's like, again, it ain't tricking if you got it. They got it. Okay. But this is somebody that wants to make sure they give it to the right person. You know, like, if you ever need anything, it's no problem when it comes to them. But they definitely not about to be coming off as no trick. Like, you know, it's like, if you really fuck with me, you really want something serious or whatever, and we leaning towards that, like, I got you. They don't use their finances in order to keep a motherfucker around. Like, and that shows me that they are looking for someone that has substance. before they start, spending their hard-earned money on somebody. Okay? That's the same thing with like a feminine that likes someone. It's like, believe it or not, feminines don't mind spending their bread on masculines. But if I see that you only here, it's giving like the energy of like, if you see if somebody's only there because they just want to hit it and that's it, you don't even get to the point of feeling comfortable of doing for a motherfucker because you already know what they're there for. They won't ever get to see that side of you. They won't ever get to see that side of you. But when the feminine really like likes you or whatever, they don't mind spending. But it be some masculines that be ruining it because it's like, dang, all right, that's all we here for. Okay, they don't get to see that generous side. Okay, King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Even also with that Six of Pentacles, it's like you get what you put back. So this can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very stubborn energy here with whoever this King of Swords is. Yeah, Tower moment definitely happened with them. I feel like you kind of knocked this person's ego out the park. Okay, somebody can like baseball. Now, when it comes to whoever this past person is, it could be this King of Swords here. Like I said, how they're used to getting people to stick around is by spending on them, okay? Spend that shit. Spend. That's their song, okay? That's their intro song. We gonna call, the King of Swords Mr. Spin That Shit because that's how they operate. Hence the Six of Pentacles. Spin that shit. So because so much time has been in separation between you and them, they gonna resort to what they only know how to do. Spend some shit on you in order to get you to come back. Because they wasn't trying to do this before. They thought that, you have a good heart and all of this, and you're going to just stick around until I'm ready to stop bullshitting. No. That's why they're in denial. So they like, damn, okay, let me up this to level 2. Let me get into my pocket and see, because by me ghosting and disappearing from this person, I see it don't got them questioning their worth. So let me spend some of my worth on them. Lord. King of Swords. And don't fall for this shit either, collective. Like, if they wasn't doing this shit from the jump or... Oh, Lord. Don't be like, oh, he finally bought me something after I've known him for 5 years. Like, child. Had every opportunity to pull these tricks out well beforehand. Now that they see that you're very serious, now they want to do it. 5 of Swords, yeah, because they know that it's competition. They're jealous. They envious. They jealous. They envious of me. What's that, YG? What's about... The Emperor at the bottom of the fucking deck. What did I tell you about this divine masculine energy? Okay, because not only does divine masculine, he got money. Not only do he got money, collective, he has way more substance than whoever this other person is. That's why they feel like it's competition. This Emperor has structure. They're very organized. They have a routine. They're very disciplined. They know how to take control. They don't They know how to take control over situations without trying to control you. That's what that other person was trying to do. They were trying to control you in the sense of having you in your head, having you questioning yourself if you were good enough to be with them, because it's like, yeah, you beautiful, right? They thought you was stupid. They thought like, oh, it's, you know, I'm pretty. Why wouldn't they? Or I'm handsome. Why wouldn't they want to do with me? Is it me? Is it something? No. You realized that you was too much, so they went to go find less. You was a little too much for them. You had a little bit too much personality. You had, a little bit too much energy towards standing up for yourself, speaking your truth, calling them out on their bullshit. No, they want somebody that is gonna be pretty and sit there cute. That's all they wanted. But now that you done ran into big dog, divine masculine, now they feel like they need to show their feathers. Ain't that what peacocks do? Somebody could like peacocks, or somebody want a cock block. Yeah. That's a way of this person trying to cock block, because they know for you to settle down with someone, they would have had to have some type of substance other than just looking good. Because don't get me wrong, this person may look good too, but it wasn't enough to keep you. It wasn't enough to keep you. Why does this King of Swords feel like this? What's this Five of Swords about? The Sun. Somebody really makes you happy here. Somebody really makes you happy here. Like Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment. It's not about the finances. It's about how somebody make your heart feel. And that's what puts this new person in a better position than them. Because it's like they try to make you feel insecure. And that's the type of control that past person tried to have on you. And when somebody's insecure, they don't know their worth. Of course, they're going to come running back to somebody who showed them no attention at all. Who did the bare minimum, who gave them breadcrumbs, of course. If they see that, I ain't got to do shit for this person, and they come running back, I got them. But when you show this person, you got to come harder than just a hard dick and some looks. Oh, they got to put the work in. And you only dealing with somebody who is willing to put the work in. It sets the tone on a different level. When I say you showed the fuck out of them, ooh, collective. Like, it's really going, like the Sun speaks of enlightenment, right? When I tell you, when this person sees you with whoever this new person is, it's going to shine light on how jealous they are. I'm telling you, Mr. Nonchalant is finna start chalanting. Okay, I don't know why I'm hearing Shantae. Somebody could be Shantae, and that's a trip though, because didn't Vivica A, that was Vivica A. Fox name, and Two Can Play That Game, Shantae. You showing this person that the game you play, it's like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And it's like this person is left looking stupid, thinking that you was finna wait for them when in Ooh, you over there with somebody else, dilly-dallying, okay? Two of Wands, yeah. You them behind, because I feel like you're more focused on the bigger picture here. Okay, you can be traveling with this person, with this globe here. Like, yeah. they energetically feel like that's the reason why they spying on you, because all I'm telling you, all this time go by, they energetically feel you being detached from them. So that's like, what they up to? Who are they up to? Knight of Wands. Yep, and here they ask want to come running in very passionately, but we all know that the Knight of Wands is here for a good time, not a long time. Okay, King of Cups, they want to come all in their feelings. Five of Pentacles. But once they know that they are able to get you back by doing all of this shit, whether it's spending on you, you showed them another way to access you when they're on bullshit. You showed them. The first time you showed them by them leaving, you weren't affected. You kept going. They don't want to call you cool. They don't want to text you cool. They don't want to check up on you cool. You showed them that way. Then when they come in with the Six of Pentacles and they start spending shit on you, whatever, if you bite the bait, you have given them access to knowing yet another way, at least one way that worked with you to get them back into your energy. But if you stay 10 toes down and be like, you know what, no, keep that bag, keep that chain, keep that car, I'm good. It shows that you care more about your morals and your values than the shit that they try and spend on you to keep you around. Because when they see that they're able to dangle, when they see that they're able to dangle them finances, pay a bill, do this and that, you become reliant on those things. If you seek value in that, you know. But at any given time, they can leave you back in that Five of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Queen of Wands. Somebody want to have a face-to-face conversation with you. But the Ten of Swords, that situation is done and gone. I'm hearing the old me's dead and gone. Dead and gone. Who's that? Justin Timberlake? Somebody's name could be Justin. And yeah. They had you at one point and now they don't. You know what I'm saying? You've grown, you've changed. And even with that change in them, it's like you didn't force this person to change, but by you simply staying true to your morals and your values, forced them to change. Because what does it say? Trying to change someone never works. Accept them as they are or move on. And you decided to move on. It's like, okay, cool. I see that you don't know how to accept love. You don't know how to give it. You don't know how to show it. Whatever, cool. I'm not going to try and force you to be anybody that you showing me that you can't be. But what I am going to do is look at this as Big G's big grand door of a grand exit and take it. And you did. They're not used to people doing that. Because it forces them to look at themselves like, what is wrong with me? The same feeling that they wanted you to feel is how they end up feeling. Or how they used to make other people feel. You get me? Ten of Swords, Knight of Cups. It's like, yeah, that situation is dead. You took too long. You took too long. They had a chance to save this situation. And they did not try. And it's like with the Knight of Cups, it's like now you want to come after all this time. The Knights are the slowest motherfucking Knights in the deck. You want to drag your feet to finally come in and give this love offer to you. Seven of Wands. And it's like you got your guard up. The Star energy. took you a lot to heal from this situation, or just heal in general from people that felt like they can handle you like this. Seven of Pentacles, because it's like during that healing stage, now you're very particular with how and who you choose to invest your time into. Seven of Pentacles speaks of investments, planting a seed, watch something grow. You already planted a seed here and you've seen how it grew. It didn't grow at all. You stressing yourself out, putting water, you know what I'm saying? And you putting it in the sun, and the whole time, this type of shit wasn't even supposed to be planted in this season. Wrong season. The Empress. That's how an Empress moves. Being very specific with who and what they allow in their life. That's exactly how Empress move. And you done found, we already seen Emperor earlier. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it took a lot of work for you to get here. So it's like your energy is like, I'll be damned if I let somebody who ain't did the work on themselves to try and meet me where I'm at when you physically see, physically, mentally, emotionally see that they are not there yet when it comes to you. So instead of, I feel like you've had this lesson before, and maybe in past relationships that you was in. Had they caught you 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, they would have been able to pull this shit on you. But now that you are the woman or the man that you are now, like, you can sense that shit within the first conversation if it's going to go far or not. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like no more wasting time. You get to the root of shit, what the actual questions and shit like that matter to you when it comes to your morals and your values, to let you know if it's worth going forward. Like I always say, sometimes you do not need to get in the car to see where the shit is going. Motherfucker pulling up on you, you looking, it ain't got no gas up in there. It's giving, you got survival? Nope, I can't take that ride. Real shit. I can't take that ride with you, my brother, my G, my guy. Miss ma'am, hell no. And you wonder why your life is peaceful, is because it's like you already have the certain things that you know what you don't want to invite in your life based off of your past experiences and the things you had to take yourself out of. So at this grown age now, you give things enough time, or you give people enough time to change. You know, I feel like you could be somebody that voices, like I said, how you feel. If something is a little clouded to your judgment, you ask them questions. And it's like, okay. So when you get to that point of no longer want to deal with a person or a situation, it won't be none of this. Because you done gathered all the information that you needed prior to whatever it is that you evaluate when it comes to that criteria of allowing people in your life. It's giving like Cardi B. It's like once we got beef forever. You know, even if it's not beef, it's like once you cut things off, you cut it off. You forgive, but you don't forget. And the thing is, when you know, even though you forgive people, don't mean you got to grant them access back into your life. That's a luxury, especially when you've done the healing work within yourself. It's a luxury to be around other healed people. All right. It says, accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. Okay. And I feel like a lot of y'all have been doing that as far as making room for other things to come in. You had to clear out the bad people in your life in order to make room for the better people in your life, the good-hearted people in your life. And it's like as above is below. And as below is above. You know what I'm saying? So once Big G seen like, okay, I see that collective is using discernment. They're listening to their intuition. They are not going up against with denial here as far as how people tend to make them feel when they're around them. And they're getting rid of those people that they feel like they have to question, that they feel like they have to test or do. Because like I said, when it's people that really fuck with you and they really love you, you ain't got to do all of that shit to know it. It's felt. You feel me? So all that does, while you use your free will wisely down here, is make it easier for Big G up there and your ancestors and your angels is looking over you. Alright, when I see Be Ready, it makes me think of that song, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Alright, so some of y'all, if this divine masculine has not come in yet, like if you're not talking to anybody, nobody, you know, you're making room for the type of person with the star energy that you're manifesting, you'll be ready. You know, if you're not talking, say, you know, if you're not entertaining people that is really no future with, is really no commitment there, it'll make it easier to where when you do find a person that you feel like was God given to you, you don't have to go through this whole thing of cutting this person off, stop talking to them, stop talking, because you already ready, you know. You already ready. What areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you to be upset, worry, disrupted, sleep? If so, these are the areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it is necessary. Tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. Okay? So, even when it comes to those points where I said you left at the right time, right? If you can leave with making the reason why you left crystal clear, it makes you sleep better at night. You know, instead of avoiding the situation, sometimes that only makes it worse. So when it comes to those things, what does it say? Tackle it head on. You know, because it's like you falling and scraping your knee. You're like, damn, that shit do hurt. And then you just avoiding it. You ain't doing nothing to tend to it. You just avoiding it. But once you put that alcohol, that peroxide on, yeah, it's going to hurt. It's going to sting. But at least you taking care of it, you know? So it's like, I don't know, something here is hurting someone. And as much as they try and make it seem like it's not, it just makes it worse. Because like I said, like you are heavily on somebody's mind. And the more they try and wait for you to come around, the more it's going to hurt. Because I don't feel like you are. Like it really, I don't know. Like I'm telling you, with it's what does it say? Worry, disrupted sleep. Like this person dreams about you. That's why there's so many signs and synchronicities when it comes to you, because it's something that they have to face. Their heart ain't gonna feel settled without they with until they do so. So don't be surprised. I don't care how long of a time that it has been, that you get somebody from your past that may want to see you face to face, have a conversation with you, whatever it is. I was just looking at a reel of what's the poet name? She's on what is it called? Last Night Conversations, that panel. Akira or something. She's into poetry. Somebody here could be into poetry or something. But I was just listening to one of her posts, and she was talking about how she had an ex, and every time they would talk, they would argue and this, that, or whatever. It was just very toxic. And then a friend that knew them both mutually, suggested, like, maybe you guys should talk, so that way, if y'all ever did want to work together, then it wouldn't be surrounded against like chaos and conflict, right? And she said that she had the conversation with him, and she expressed to him how after she was in the long-term relationship, right, that was toxic, he was the first other person that she dealt with outside of like her child's father. And she was like, he treated me so fucked up, just like how other men that she's been with has, that she thought in her mind, she felt like, well, maybe that's just how all men are. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what she sufficed to, like, because that's all she knew. But it wasn't until they had that conversation to where he expressed, like, it wasn't like a men to get back together or anything. It was just like a real wholesome type of conversation she said that she had. And it made him feel bad in the sense that he was yet another representation of somebody that treated her fucked up, that had her carry the burden of feeling like that was the way that she was treated by past men was the blueprint of how all men are. So I just get an energy from whoever this past person is, even though however they treated you doesn't make it right. But I feel like it kind of compares to that situation, getting fucked over by somebody, and then it's like that's how all feminine energies are. But like I said, it's like you have to look at the criteria in which you pick people, as far as trying to make those generalized statements, right? Because not all beautiful people is going to treat you fucked up, or not all handsome dudes is going to do you wrong. Sometimes we got to admit, like, okay, maybe my choices that I make in men or women just have not been the best. The things that I put at the top of the list maybe should be the fourth, fifth on the list compared to what really matters. Not to say that they got to be off the list, but as far as high priority, yeah. It says, count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation. That's I know I'm tired. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? All right. I'm telling you, collective. It took for you to get away from some of those people for these blessings to start coming in. And that's just your reminder and letting you know that better days are ahead of you. Better days are coming. I'm hearing SZA good days. All right. Bottom of the deck. Look past what you feel are your incapabilities. Instead, focus on everything you have achieved so far. It is okay to acknowledge your weakness, but keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and your beauty and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. Okay? Because, collective, just because people may see the outer shell of you, some people may not know the things that you have been through that made you not only be beautiful on on the outside, but for you to be this kind-hearted person on the inside too. You know, it all has to do with experience. That past person could have been coming across a lot of people uh, um, that got by with just their looks. Never went through anything because their looks got them into places and things and all of that. But understand that even those people have their day too. When they come across somebody that is look just like how your person is, when you come across somebody that does want substance aside from just you being pretty or you being handsome, you know what I'm saying? They balloon get popped too. Somebody here can like to watch Pop the Balloon. But yeah, collective. Understand that it does take a lot of courage to kind of leave people where they had you fucked up at. Even if you do, love them and care about them. You being able to sleep at night because you know that you made the right decision to keep your own peace and sanity is what matters. Okay? You can't baby people into learning how to treat you. You just have, sometimes you got to just take yourself out of the equation and they learn on their own, if they do. All right? So I love you, collective. If this message resonated, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put that bell on so you know when your girl is dropping the tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.